All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Booze and Hacking. I am your host, Dark Hoodie, and we are back with another Try Hack Me video, except this time it's not Try Hack Me. At the suggestion of a work colleague, I was encouraged to set up a Home SOC Analyst Lab, and that's just what I did for this session. And so we are going to run through basically a SOC analyst application, two different ones actually. And I am going to give a brief run through of what I did to accomplish this. But first, let's talk about what we're drinking. And so this time around, as you see here, I have a bottle of Elijah Craig small batch. I don't remember if we've talked about this before. I do like Elijah Craig, love bourbon, and I can wholeheartedly suggest that if you are a bourbon fan, anything small batch is bound to be good. So, with that in mind, let's get into the room. So, first, uh, I want to say that I could not have done this without using Gerard Auger's Uncover the Secrets of a Home SOC Analyst Lab. It's a long video. It's just about almost 45 minutes long, but I wholeheartedly encourage you, if you want to get a feel for how to create such a thing, then I would say yes, by all means, avail yourself, because this was a very worthwhile video to run through. Took me a while, so I would say take your time. Uh, it's step by step. He leaves no stone unturned. Um, excuse me. So you should go ahead and watch this video, and it will teach you how to set up a home lab. Now, what I've done also here in response to this is I have set up VM Workstation with several um, virtual machines. We have a Ubuntu machine that we are using as our attacker, a Windows host machine that is the target, as you see named here. And I set up for myself also, we're going to talk about an application called Hotcake X, but we'll get to that toward the end. Now, I'm not going to run through what Gerald Auger ran through in his video. It's a long video. There's obviously no need to repeat that because he does it all perfectly. I'm just going to cut to the chase because that's the important part here. Now, in Ubuntu, um, I have throughout the video installed something called Sliver Server. And what it does is it basically allows you to create a payload that you are going to use to send to your target machine. And the great thing about Sliver Server is that it obviously, these are all random host names, random names rather of the payload of what's considered to be the malware. And so throughout the instructions, it basically talks about setting up a Python web server that you use to connect to your target machine. And on the target machine, and I will show that right here, on the target machine is where I basically have the file that is used as the malware. And from here, you can see that Sliver Server creates this file. Now I have two here because I did this the other day. The first one I did was called specificfail.exe. Today I did the one that's called clearclockwork.exe. And I managed to upload it to the user downloads folder um, on the target machine and running a command to run the executable. Now, obviously, you need to find a way to. This is the part where the SOC analyst plays the role in getting notifications, looking at log files, things of that nature, in order to find out, okay, something is trying to penetrate our network. We've got malware coming in. What do we use? Well, in Gerald Auger's video, and I'm going to head back to my target machine, to my attacker machine rather. In Auger's video, he introduces something called Lima Charlie. Now, Lima Charlie is essentially a cloud-based um, uh, a cloud-based detection system, and it essentially it allows you to create what is known as an organization. In this case, I called my organization Milton. So you want to be a SOC analyst, and the great thing about this is that this is you can add in your organization by using the the machine that is the target machine. This is the Windows evaluation machine that I used. And so, and as you see here, I'm not going to run through all of this. I would encourage you all to consider Gerald Auger's great YouTube video. Um, take your time, absorb everything. But I will say that once I did create this organization, what I did was once I executed the malware on the target machine, you see here that it does show up under processes, which is what you want to happen. Uh, and since I executed that malware under an administrative PowerShell prompt, you see here it got picked up. Following this, there are settings you can use to block this type of malware once detected so that it never gets into your network. You can, it'll obviously, like many detection type services, you can get an IP addresses, where it may have come from, timestamps, all that sort of thing. And so, if you are looking to become a SOC analyst, like I would be, then I would certainly recommend using Lima Charlie or whatever business you're in that is uh, that has a on-site security department. Playing with this tool certainly will increase your knowledge of doing so. And I want to get into the other application that I was encouraged to use, and this is on another VM that I had here stored. I was encouraged to use something called Hotcake X. It's a Windows security hardening platform, and it once I ran through the instructions here, as you see, they're done in PowerShell, and this is the one line in particular that was of interest because it allows you to work in a GUI. And so here it is right here. And this is what I was playing around with this morning. Right now, I'm in the Protect tab, and you can see from here that it allows for a logging of different things. And for example, it mentions that a file was successfully deleted. I can go over to confirm and verify, and we can scroll down this list of different files. And it references registry keys here. It takes a look at a whole host of different things, lets us know what's running, what's not. And again, this is a VM. It's only patched up to a certain point, but the point was to use this hardening application, which is great because it gives us an opportunity to get a graphical interface that shows us what exactly is running, what's not, and um, whether or not it's compliant, things that need to be fixed. And according to this, it's only found 7 compliant things and 260 non-compliant items. So obviously, I left this unsecure on purpose so we could see what it was that was okay and was not. So I am going to end this video here. It's been a while since I've made one, but I wanted to make a point of having a SOC analyst video. I wanted this to be brief. Again, I'm not reinventing the wheel here, just trying to show uh, what applications like Lima Charlie can do. And if you enjoyed this brief time together, then I certainly would encourage you to please like and subscribe. And I will be back to doing more pen testing in the next video. So until then, see you all in the next video and hack the planet.